in your life before you even realize it's gone. Expulso! Expulso!
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Keep an eye through me, did ya?
Expelliarmus!
Expulso!
Expelliarmus!
Expulso!
Confringo!
Expulso! Expulso! Death from above! Hey, one of my own! You will fall!
Back before? Not the brightest child.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! That's foul hulking brood. Revelio! That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Bolso! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Such agility! To your knees. I'm just warming up. That's just the beginning.
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. And mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done! This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Thank you again for finding my gobstones. If you pay attention, sharp is plenty of it.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we left. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting...
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. We are fortunate to have it. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of eyes.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those... Second, as macabre and hideous as a demi... You, however, have seen how they affect... I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring... In fact, I know of two statues. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so...
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing.
Aloha Mora. Aloha Mora.
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Preparing for a rebellion. Always mushing about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his...
Revelio.
The military would allow them to have one. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not my mark... What that class is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? You speak to a prefect.
Revelio.
Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly... Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as a... Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rank... But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity...
It's definitely intriguing.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a dissolute...
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve...
Revelio.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something, Professor Howe. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps...
Precisely what Deke was... You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke and... Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the nap.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts. It will be nice to keep them. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein.
All right. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A job...
All right. Where...
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must... Deke will meet you there.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poach. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just... If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Everything's all right now. Levioso. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Revelio. Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until night.
I shall go and find a moon calf.
Deke will be waiting for you.
Professor Howell will never believe this. Oh, no, you don't. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Revelio.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. I'll look after you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. Deke supposes you're finished. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the...
All right.
Deke... There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Protego!
thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space.
Deke hopes so too. Wonderful.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure
an enchanted loom.
Hey, making your clothing more useful in a variety. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed.
I'll go and experiment with the loom. came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful. You will, by rescuing...
Thank you for your help, Deke.